This is an Android tablet that I received free of charge so that I could test it out and tell you my opinions about it. And this is the DigiLand R10 Pro. And this comes in space gray. Now, right off the box, reading out of the box, the features that we got is a 1280 by 800 display. Now, this is a fairly low resolution for a tablet, but it does come with its advantages. Okay. Now, this tablet is running Android 14. It says that it's got 10 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes in storage. The processor is a Helio G80, so that thing really catches my attention because usually Android tablets at this price range tend to have a much more budget-friendly CPU, and with the resulting performance being not so good. So I'm having a bit higher expectations with this Helio G80. Okay, so hopefully this is going to be a much better processor. So I will install a game, mainly Call of Duty is the game that I really like to play and really use to test the performance of any device. So we're going to check that out. And it says that it supports 10 watts of Type-C charging, and it has a 6,000 milliamp battery, so it should have a very long battery life. Now this is available in light blue and also space gray, and I got the space gray model. So I'm going to unbox it, see what's inside, and give you my first impressions. Then I'm going to install maybe one or more games and see what the performance of this product is like. So the package itself is not sealed, so you simply pull out the cover. And I'm going to put this aside. And right off the bat, the first thing that we see is a cover. So I'm going to just take it out of the package. It's got some foaming inside to protect the shape of it. And I can already see that this allows you to set the tablet in landscape mode. Okay, so I'm going to put the tablet here and test it out in just a second. Let's see what else is inside. We got obviously the tablet itself, and you take it out by pulling out on the cardboard. There are some more things inside here. So this is the tablet, and it's a little bit hefty, not heavy, but not too lightweight. So we see right here we get an SD card slot, which is not covered, and we have a USB-C charging port. We have a headphone port. Okay, I've seen other tablets at this price range that do not have headphone ports. Now apparently we got stereo speakers, or at least we got the grills for them. We're going to check out whether or not the audio comes from both of them. And this is a 10.1 inch tablet, so it feels a little plasticky, but it does look pretty good. It has the camera right here in landscape mode. Okay, and you can see the reflection of my ceiling right there. And yeah, so let's put this aside for now. I'm going to go ahead and just put in the cover. Okay, so let's see, is this going to be as easy as I hope? Apparently so. All right, that was pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And I already got some fingerprints here, some smudges. Quite normal for any tablet device of any brand. Okay. So let's see, how well does it hold up in landscape mode? Pretty well. No complaints so far. I'm going to turn it on. Where's the power button? The power button is right here, top left. Top left, considering if you set the tablet in landscape mode, of course. Okay, so DigiLand powered by Android. Let's see what else is in the box. We've got a quick start guide that says DigiLand R10 Pro. And we got some instructions. I don't think that we need this for now. Unless I have some doubts, then I'm going to check it out. And we get a charging brick, and this is it says, of course, the input is, of course, 100 to 240 volts. Okay, we got the setup there. And the output is 5 volts, 2 amps. Okay, so regular speed charger, and we got a USB-A to USB-C cable. All right, and apparently nothing else comes in the box. Okay, no complaints here. So I'm going to set this up and start installing some games and whatnot. I like the screen. The resolution is rather low, but nothing to complain really. Pretty standard at this price range. Okay, so let me just set this up and I'll get back to you in just a second. Alright, so I finished setting it up. It took about 49 minutes or so. One of the issues that I did have with this was installing Call of Duty. I had to try 2 times because the first time it failed. It really didn't give me a reason. It just gave me some, common fixes. And one of the common fixes was to just try again, and I did, and it finished. So that was a 3 GB download, so that sucked. But, it is what it is. I guess something that may or may not happen with affordable tablets, right? So I also downloaded Clash of Clans, a very casual, very light game, and a game from Google Play. The Google Play Pass is called Mars. Okay. So already tested them, of course, but I'm still going to show you what they look like. Now, one thing about the RAM, if you go into settings and you go all the way down to About Tablet R10 Pro, you will see that by default it says 4 GB of RAM. Now that means that this is the real amount of RAM that this tablet has. But as you can see, you have the option to increase the amount of RAM, and this is called a fusion memory, I think. Yeah, fusion memory. And basically what this is using, what this is doing is using the internal storage as an additional RAM. So in this case, I allocated 8 GB, which is the maximum that you can allocate. And I added that to the base RAM, so now it's saying that it's got 12 GB in total, so plus 8 plus 4, right? So there is an advantage to this and also a disadvantage. The advantage is that you can have more applications running in the background because they should not force close due to the extra RAM. However, the internal storage usually is a lot slower than RAM itself. So if you are trying to run an application that is actually demanding in RAM and it would happen to require more than 4 GB of RAM, then it would not really see a benefit because the added RAM is actually slower because it's not real RAM. So I hope that was not too confusing. Now again, the resolution of this screen is 1280 by 800. So because the processor is not super powerful, then this is a benefit because it doesn't have to work too hard to drive games. The downside being that the applications are not going to look at a very high resolution. Now for basic needs, like reading, browsing the web, watching videos, and consuming content in general, this is more than enough a resolution. So this is the first generation HD resolution that we would call it. So basically 720p, equivalent to 720p. Right, so as for performance, there is some stuttering here and there. So again, it's not a super powerful CPU. However, it is slightly more powerful than the average or the more common CPUs that you see in tablets at this price range. So that's kind of a benefit. And I do notice that whenever I'm browsing around, let's see, maybe in the Play Store, I did notice that when I was I don't know if the camera caught that, but you can see when I scroll up and down, there is sort of a jerky movement, so it's not completely fluid. You see there was a stutter right there, and again, it's not 100% fluid. So again, this is kind of the performance. You see, that was a clear example, I think. This is basically the experience that you should expect from tablets at this price range. All right, so again, the Helio G80 is slightly more powerful than the average CPU that you get in tablets at this price range. Okay, so let's just see a couple of games. I'm going to start with the easiest one to run, which is Clash of Clans. And by the way, I did test out the speakers that I had shown you before, and it has 2 speakers, and they are in fact 2 speakers, so it's a stereo Well, actually, to be honest, I didn't verify if it was a stereo sound, but there are two speakers. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not going to allow notifications. Now, this is a very lightweight game, and as you can see, it is very, very fluid, but this is not a demanding game. Okay, so even though everything looks 3D, it's kind of a 2D rendering, I presume. At least I presume. I'm not pretending to know for sure that this is not a 3D game, but it does appear to be 2D. I do know that there are some models that are actually 3D, but otherwise, like for example, the heroes, these are actually 3D models, at least from what I can tell. So they are moving just fine. They are rendering just fine, and as you can see, there are no hiccups when going around this game. So a very basic game. You should be fine with all types of basic games. You know, your Angry Birds, your Supercell games like Clash of Clans and Battle Royale and whatnot. Battle Royale, is that a... I don't remember the right name of the game. So again, this one worked just fine. Now, Mars, it's an interesting game. I had not played it before. This was my first time playing it when I was testing it. So I already advanced a couple of levels, if you can call them the levels. And it's a pretty nice game. So basically, you just gotta jump around. Oh, you gotta be careful, okay? And as you can see, there's no issues whatsoever with playing this game. So it says here that I got some sort of achievement or something. I didn't pay attention. Okay. Oh, okay, this is something that I had summoned before. Okay, all right. So apparently now I'm playing with this one. I don't know what the benefit of this is, but again, it's the first time that I play this game. And yeah, the bottom line being that it works just fine. I see absolutely no issues with this game at all. Okay, and actually getting better at it. The first time around I was doing really I missed it. Okay. Anyway, Mars runs very well. Again, lightweight games are going to have absolutely no issues whatsoever. Now I have here and my iPhone with the X4 Aileron by Games. Now this is an Android-based controller, or actually a controller that's meant to be used by Android. I usually play with my iPhone because it's the device that I have that has the best performance for casual gaming, aside from my computer. Although my computer is a Mac, so not technically a gaming computer, so I digress. Anyway, I use this in in Xbox wireless controller mode, or wireless Xbox controller mode, and that makes it compatible with iPhone, so that's how I always play with it. And I have it here with the iPhone because this is the easiest way to hold this controller, because it is a detachable, as you can see. A detachable controller, as you can see. So right now it's paired with the Android tablet, the R10 Pro, and as you can see, moving the joystick is actually moving the selection in the screen. So the idea is to play Call of Duty with this, and I'm just gonna enter the practice mode, and I'm gonna show you what the performance looks like. Of course, this being a relatively low resolution screen, then it's not going to look super high quality. And I'm going to show you in the settings that the graphics does not allow to go past medium. So you can set it to low graphics or medium graphics, but not anything above that. And as opposed to the iPhone, that it does let me go to high graphics. Okay. Now I'm gonna just wait for it to load. Now, one thing to note is just that I have HD resources that have not been downloaded, so maybe I might download some of that, but several gigs to download, so might do it later. Right, so again, I'm just gonna go to the practice range to show you, and it does tell me that it detects the controller, so let me just show you what it looks like in the training range. And again, this will give you an idea of how good of a performance you can expect from this type of tablet. Again, G80 Helio G80 is a little bit better than the average This is not the controller that I wanted, or the device that I wanted. So here you go. As you can see, pretty responsive. It is rendering just fine. It doesn't have any trouble looking around. You know, all the projectiles can be seen flying through the distance. I'm not claiming to be any good at this game at all, but I do like to play this game a lot. And from what I can tell, no hiccups at all. If anything, I really like it to be a much higher resolution, but you know, it is what it is. If you really want to do some casual playing, then this is definitely an option. Okay, you don't have to spend that much money to be able to play this game. I don't know if you would play it competitively with this device, but you can play it if you want to, definitely. Now you might have noticed that I have the tablet in not a flat position, like a kind of slanted position. Now this is with the cover that it comes with, and the cover case, and it seems that the intended position of this case is to use it like this. So it's about, it's not really a 45 degree, I would say it's more of a maybe 60 degree. I'm not even sure if I'm using the degrees right, but you know, it is not too vertical, but also not too laid back, so to speak. But I did notice that if you fold it back as so, and like kind of make a triangle or a pyramid of sorts, then it will let you rest it like this. And it's a very comfortable position for me to look at it. It even looks okay in the screen, in the camera, I mean. So this is a great position for me, so I like it. So if I wanted to use a keyboard, then I would just put it right here, and I'll be able to, you know, do any productivity, you know, writing emails or something. All right, so yeah. All right, so my previous game, I had an amazing match. I was the MVP. I got most of the kills, and of course the memory card got full. So you only have to take my word for it. I know you don't believe me, but you know, whatever. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start another match, and hopefully this time it's not gonna be as bad as the one that I just played right now. That was actually terrible, and I had to again stop the recording and start again because I was interrupted. So hopefully this time around, what I really want to show you is not my amazing gameplay, which I'm not a great player, but you know, the performance of the tablet. I was noticing that when the action is a little bit intense, the game does tend to stutter a little bit. So you may or may not see this on this match, but otherwise, when it's not too intense, what I can notice is that it is actually very playable. So, oh, this is a hard point, so okay. Okay, so somebody's coming here. There we go. Got a headshot. Okay, so as you can see, playing with the controller, and the low resolution of the screen kind of helps a little bit with the performance. But again, the graphics does not go past medium. The graphics does not go past medium, so there's that too. Okay, it seems these people don't know the point of playing hardpoint. So this is kind of shaping out to be like the match that I was not able to record, where I was doing fairly well. Where's the hardpoint now? Okay, where is it? Come on. Where is the hardpoint? Oh, there we go. Somebody shooting from behind? That's what it seems. Yeah. There we go. Haha. Ah. I wanted to go to the other side. I will tell you that I am dying a lot more than I did in the first match, the one that I didn't record, or the camera didn't record because of the full memory card. It is what it is. I'm gonna stop complaining now. By the way, if you want to see me play, I do have another channel where I have uploaded so far one video, but I plan to upload more. And it's just me playing like this, you know, being, or at least trying to be funny. I guess the takeaway from that channel is that I play and you see me fail big time. The name of the channel is MVP by Chance, so I will link it down below. So if you want to show some love and support, then go ahead and click on the, or look for the link in the description down below. Okay, so MVP by Chance. So as you can see, again, the performance of the tablet is, it's all right, as long as there's not so much going on in the, you know, in the screen. Then it's really playable. And I got the Goliath now. I should go back here. Whoa! Should I maybe put the sentry gun? No, actually I'm gonna wait for the next hard point. Keep it fresh, whatever that means. Okay, 6, 5. Where's the other? Here's the other. Alright, so I'm gonna go here in the corner and I'm gonna set the sentry gun and I'm gonna summon the Goliath. Come on. We're almost winning. Let me see if I can get a few kills with this one. The sentry gun is doing all the killing. Move away, man. Come on. That's actually the controller. So where's everybody? Way over there. Yeah, wait. Why are all the players going over there? I didn't get anyone with the Goliath. Okay, whatever. The point was that I didn't even get MVP this time. Of course. The one match that I did record. Whatever, it is what it is. So anyway, this is the R10 Pro tablet by DigiLand. As you can see, a budget tablet with a slightly better processor than most tablets at this price range. Do keep in mind the RAM caveat, I guess you can call it that I talked about before. You increase it in the settings. And yeah, for very light gaming, very casual gaming, very basic gaming, then this is a nice option. It's not for competitive gaming, of course, but you know, if you want to get a couple of matches of Call of Duty here and there, if you want to do reading, if you want to do content consumption, this is more than perfect for content consumption. And that's mostly what I'm going to be using it for. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful. So thank you for watching this far. If you managed to watch this far, this was a little bit painful for me. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. And until then, may God bless you all.